Is that all the questions you got?
Oh, it's a prop. It's a fucking prop.
A line of fucking Mandarin or some shit.
Yeah. All right.
Sashimi. Oh man, that's
How we
getting
doing?
racist
Check.
right off the bat.
All right. Ready. I'm gonna clap so I can match it up. We're gonna clink beers, and we're gonna start. Right.
All right.
Hey everybody, and welcome to a new episode of shit. What do we call?
We're sorry, the number you have dialed.
With your host Ethan Ritter. I have Joey Gutos with me from Sunset Voodoo.
I'm better than everyone here.
Anyway, yeah, we're coming live to you from my parents' basement studio in Greenwood Village, Colorado. Joey is the lead singer and guitarist of such said band Sunset Voodoo, and you might know some of their songs like Sonoran Whiskey. Summer Haze is a big one. And I think I want to mention Dancing with Wolves. Dancing with the Knives.
Dances with Wolves.
Starring Kevin Costner. Starring Kevin Costner.
But
Dances
with Wolves was the main producer on that record.
Yeah, I'm not cutting any of this footage, so we're just going to roll with it. Dancing with Knives. I'm sorry, folks at home, you're listening. Just had some questions I wanted to ask you as one of your true fans. Hopefully, I can connect with some other people out there.
You really consider yourself a true fan?
Somewhat. I can't even get one of your names of your songs right, but
yeah, pretty much.
It's a work in progress.
It takes some work, yeah.
Cool. Well, let's get into it. Tell me about Sunset. What's the latest thing you guys have been doing?
Just killing shit, dude. No, I mean, it's been super busy. Within 9 days, we were in the studio. We were getting geared up for our tour, like doing an interview with a blog out in LA, and obviously practicing for all that, and then at the end of it, having a 3 short leg tour, show from Tucson, ASU, Flagstaff, and it's been torrential but exciting.
Right. For those of you at home, when he says ASU, he means Tempe, Arizona. That was the 3-night run that you guys went on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, if I'm correct, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So what was the whole thing with the blog in Los Angeles? You guys travel out there?
Well, I mean, no, we didn't. We did like a Skype interview over.
How was that?
Like a phone call. It was all right. I mean, it was kind of. I much prefer in-person stuff, but her name's Samantha Boyd. Super cool girl.
Who does she work for?
She worked for what was it called? Talk of the Town Media, and that was up in Flagstaff actually. So that's how we initially got in contact with her, and she's actually kind of transitioning into LA, but basically we just talked about everything that we'd been up to, and I mean it's hard to schedule interviews that are like something worthwhile, because like there's so many things out there, like blogs and platforms. Yeah, like I mean it's kind of hard deciding what you want to do, but like Sam seemed like such a chill girl, like right off the bat. So
did you actually read the blog when she was done with it?
Oh yeah.
It turned out pretty good.
Yeah.
Good. Your last EP, Strange Things. When did you drop that?
That was May of 2015.
Okay.
So we're coming up on like, I guess like 10 months or so.
Yeah, almost
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah.
So, since the last time, or since you dropped Strange Things EP, how many pairs of boobies have you seen since then?
I mean, it's like me personally or the
Yeah,
band collectively?
no, you personally. How many pairs of boobs have you seen since the EP drop
Well,
of Strange Things?
you know, it's the number is hard to say. I'm no math magician, but you know, I can do some simple
give me a quick
addiction and
let's hear it.
trick. Yeah, so basically, when we play a show,
No, I want to hear how many pairs of boobs you've seen.
Well, I got to give you a background. Rocky starts
Jesus
to take
Christ,
off his shirt. He does it like slow motion, like Zoolander status. And
does.
that initial reaction is usually enough to take out at least 10 pairs of tits.
At the shows,
even if
in
there's
the
not
crowd?
10 women there, you're going to see 10 pairs of tits.
Not 10 tits, but 10
pairs of tits.
Okay.
So you're actually seeing 20
tits total. For those of you at home,
that's multiplication.
That's 20 titties in a row or sporadic? We'll call it. Okay.
Yeah. Sporadically. You can't.
Okay.
expect too
You
much.
can't.
No,
You
beggars
can't
be
put a
choosers.
quantity on something like that. You know, it's kind of like
It's got an intangible value to it.
intangible.
You
Yeah.
know? That sort of thing can't be studied.
I guess not.
Scientists don't understand it at all. You know.
Yeah, they don't. So from my calculations, in the past year, you've seen 20 tits, and that's it. Man, how does that make you feel?
Now that if you would have not been a jackass and tried to interrupt me while I was explaining the backstory, you would have heard that's per show. That's a per show basis.
Per show.
We've
Wow.
played a lot more than one show in the past year. Asshole.
Gotcha. Well, you hear that, fellas out there, that you're looking to see a little more action on the side. You know, start writing some songs. Start having some fun with your life and putting yourself out there, and you might see some tits. So I want to jump into another thing that you and I talked about in the past, and it was kind of a personal slogan or a group slogan that you all kind of embodied as something to kind of almost like shun fear.
Dude,
in a way.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah,
What's
go
the
ahead,
name of
man.
this beer called again?
It's called Victory at Sea, and it's by Ballast Point down in San Diego.
You're
It's
fucking
pretty.
with me, aren't you?
No, it's really, that's what it's called. It's good. It's I think it's a porter.
It's a porter coffee.
It's a
blend.
porter with coffee and vanilla, and it sounds weird, but for those of you at home, and chink, for those of you just listening in your cars, driving to your pathetic fucking job that you go to it's fucking stupid why you go to that job, right? But we're drinking beer right now, and it's pretty fucking delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Good
But
choice.
to get back on topic,
yeah, you talked about a group slogan.
like slogan or like mantra, maybe.
Right, I'm not saying you're gonna
Is it
put
mantra or mantra?
a Manitou Springs.
Manitou. Well, it's like Fanta or Fanta. I say Fanta.
I
So
say Fanta.
I should say mantra.
What state are you in right now?
Colorado.
No, you're in Colorado.
Colorado.
Rad. See, you'll know.
Fanta.
Anyway, that's a fun little ditty. If you're from Colorado, you say Colorado. If you're from Colorado, you're probably visiting from Texas and you fucking suck at skiing. But besides the point, yeah. What's the kind of saying that you kind of group yourself to with your current bandmates, and something that kind of gets you through the weird shit that you're going through or what's happening or
well, what we like to say is which of course in
Aborigine
Vodou means embrace your wild side.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Embrace the wild side. Embrace your wild side.
So are you telling that to your fans, or is that something for yourself?
That's something that I think every person deep down either strives for or
should?
wishes they they could strive for, is just being a human being and not so much like a tamed and tampered like beast, you know.
I get you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a little deep here, but basically just getting out of your comfort zone, experiencing something new that appeals to you just on like a gut feeling basis, which for me personally and the band and any musician I know is what music is all about, is that gut feeling that hits you and just going with the moment, which is how we like to perform. It's how we like to in the practice room when we're making new music, we kind of go off of like a jam that just kind of forms together. Like our next song we're gonna release was made in the practice room. We were playing some different song. None of us, I don't think, remember what it was, but it just naturally started to mold into something else.
This is before you went to Europe, right?
Yeah, it was our last practice before I left the country for 5 weeks. And but basically it was just like this moment once we all started doing our own thing. Like first maybe Rocky started changing up his beat, and then Lucas changed up the bass line, Jared did that, whatever. But we like got to this moment and we were all just like looking up at each other, like kind of just like nodding, like grinning,
this is it.
This is what it's all about. So
yeah, Rocky, he's a badass drummer. Like we just talked about him. He's aight. Nah, he takes his shirt off, and it's real. It's funny for me to see that shit because I got a gut, and this kid's tone, and when he does it, the girls go fucking wild, and that's when
10 pairs of tits.
10 pairs of tits a night, baby. Brought to you by 10 pairs of tits. The
best nipple cream on the market.
Mountain Man nipple cream. Yeah, no, but he does have a certain groove, and I know that, like, I kicked it with you guys once and tried to hang with y'all on the keyboard for a sec, and he gets you into a groove, no matter, like, if I could hang or not. Like, he does, like, he hits his own kind of wavelength. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain unless you go see Sunset Voodoo or just merely listen to him. You can pick up what Rocky's throwing down, but the whole concept together, it's working. And the clip you just showed was pretty fucking rad, man.
What, the clip?
The sound bit.
The sound bit.
The MP3.
The MP3.
What exists anymore? What do we listen to?
Nothing exists, man. I read this article about how like basically atomic particles don't know what type of particle they are if they aren't given the right stimuli, which is somehow, well, I mean, it's tied into the theory that
they use vibrators.
They use vibrators. Unless we observe reality, reality doesn't necessarily exist like in one solid
entity
form.
Gotcha.
Like reality is shaped by the observer, which kind of goes in with the art, like, when people say you create your own reality or whatever.
I know. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest is tasting colors and
then the colors
smelling
come in,
sounds
and
right
you
now.
smell the sound of rebirth.
All right, next question. Out of your mom and dad, who would smush a cake into your face?
Fuck you, man.
Answer the question. Let's go. Come on. It's airtime.
Man, I'm sensitive about that shit. I'm just like, don't just lay that out of nowhere. I'd say definitely my father.
Your dad would.
They would both inevitably do it, but I think, my dad would probably have the first face push.
Okay, so you're saying inevitably they would both do it under the circumstance.
Inevitably.
That's what I said. Inevitably, they would both smush cake in your face given the circumstance, but...
Like, let's say my dad was absent and he wasn't able to smush cake in my face. My mom would probably be the next person to smush cake in my face.
Absent, like, he didn't show up for school.
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
like that. Okay, yeah. He's like, we're not here. Can you stand in? And she's like, yeah, I guess I'll smush cake in my son's face. Okay. For those of you at home, we're going to do a sound in 1, 2, 3. All right.
Hey,
that was awesome.
That was great. What about the Yoda?
Listen to Sunset Voodoo, master. I'm a little pervert and have green wrinkled skin.
Yeah, that's my Yoda. Thank you.
Ladies, I'm single.
I'm definitely single. So, is there any special ladies in your life?
Well, I tell you what.
I just think life's swell. And no matter what lady's in my life at the current moment, she's the best lady.
You heard it here first, folks. Ethan Ritter Podcast. Thank you very much. Let's see here. When was the last time that you might have pooed yourself a little bit, Joe?
Did you say that because I just shit myself, or?
I mean, I smelt something on the way from the airport, and could have been me. I don't know. Like, you get older and you have a lot of hair.
A lot of hair, a lot of loose skin.
A lot of loose green skin, like Yoda. Around those regions, you wear the same pair of boxers all the time, and you're just going to mold over like sidewall, and it's going to stink.
It's going to stink, but like the trendiness of it and kind of the lifestyle of that cultural movement that's happening right now in the senior demographic I think it's here to stay, know?
Yeah, I think we're embracing something cool in our culture. Did you just burp before, or?
I might have burped.
Okay.
I might have also, excreted some other bodily function.
Let's get away from the potty talk here. All right, back to Sunset Voodoo. Let's see. I got tons of questions here. This is a great one.
Yeah, I was like getting into Denver, being like, oh man, I wanted to really prepare for this interview.
I was all focused on the Snapchat that you were very much a part of today, but I mean, I still made time. We're still doing the podcast. I think. What do you think, people at home? If you think this podcast is going well, I just want you to fucking scream yes as loud as you can, no matter where you are or where you think you are or where you want to be.
Big thumbs up and just jam it up the closest person's ass.
Yeah, just boop.
In the spirit of it all, in celebration.
In celebration of yeah.
Cheers.
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 For those of you listening in your cars, you can go ahead and take a chug as well.
How else are you gonna get through that midday traffic?
I don't know. I just want you to hold right here for 1 sec. Do your best impression of Peter and the Wolf real quick. Go ahead. I got to get you something.